Are you choking the chicken too much? Is your habit of beating the bishop causing you to be sad, depressed, unmotivated, and uninterested in women? Well, keep watching because it's time for you to kick that habit for good. My name is Sterling Cooper. I'm an award-winning adult film star, 7-figure business owner, and I'm here to help you transform your sex life, optimize your health, and live life on your own terms. In today's video, I'm going to show you 6 easy and practical ways for you to beat porn addiction once and for all, so you can be more motivated, more ambitious, and have a higher sex drive. When a man comes to me with any kind of problem in the bedroom department, the first thing I will tell him to do is to quit watching porn. Cut that out from his life completely, because it leads to so many negative effects for men in the bedroom. You see, porn triggers a massive dopamine response in the brain. And over time, with habitual use, your dopamine receptors become desensitized. And this causes a lack of motivation, a reduced sex drive, and a reduced interest in real women. So here are 6 ways to quickly and easily break a porn habit. Number 1, identify your triggers. You see, porn is often used by guys during periods of loneliness or sadness. Some guys will use it to avoid work. Some guys will use it during periods of intoxication. Whatever the circumstances are around you consuming pornography, you need to take an introspective look at yourself and try to identify what those triggering factors are. Think about the times when you use porn the most. What state of mind are you in? Recognize those patterns that usually cause you to watch porn. Is it when you go to sleep? Is it when you're scrolling Instagram and you see a cute chick in a bikini and then you feel the urge to go and fap? Whatever the trigger is, you need to identify it first so you then can strategically fix it. Number 2, create a pattern interrupt. Now, this will allow you to quickly replace the habit. So a pattern interrupt is kind of exactly what it sounds like. You have some kind of habitual pattern that you go through, that default way of acting and behaving. You have to deliberately, consciously interrupt that pattern of behavior so you can insert a new, more useful pattern of behavior. When you feel the urge to watch porn, interrupt it and do something else. You need to create an if-then plan. If I feel the urge to watch porn, then I will do insert something right here. Number 3, replace the habit. This is the insert something right here part. Breaking habits like this cold turkey rarely work for most people. You want to replace this negative habit with something far more positive so you can start to generate what's called a positive feedback loop. So, what are some examples of things you might do to pattern interrupt your urge to consume porn? Get down and do 50 push-ups. Do 100 sit-ups. Do 50 dips. Read a book, go for a walk, call a friend and have a meaningful conversation with somebody. Do these anytime you feel the urge to watch porn. You might need to experiment and play around with a few different ones to see what's kind of the most effective for you, but once you've found that new positive habit to replace that urge with, stick to that and stick to it consistently. Bro, if you have a bad porn habit and you get down and do 50 push-ups every time you feel the urge to watch porn, you're gonna be jacked before you know it. It'll be fantastic. Tip number 4, make it hard for you to access this material in the first place. This is actually one of the easiest things you can do. Get some kind of parental lock software and install it on your computer or on your phone and list all of these adult X-rated websites that you frequent to watch this kind of content. List them all under the parental lock, and then what you do is you generate a random password. Don't memorize the password, don't write the password down anywhere. Type it in as the security code for this parental lock software, click enter, and then you cannot access this content yourself on your own laptop or your own mobile phone. Delete all your bookmarks, delete any files or folders you have lying around on your laptop or on your phone or whatever like that. Delete your archive or your library of this kind of material as well. Just make it hard to access and don't have anything available on hand ready to go. For an example, if you have a habit of watching pornography before you go to sleep, well then don't sleep with your mobile phone or your laptop anywhere near you, aka in your bedroom. Keep them somewhere else. Number 5, cut out cheap dopamine. So things like sugar, alcohol, mindlessly scrolling through social media, these are all part of the exact same kind of problem that pornography usage is. And it's that idea of not being able to delay gratification, needing an instant, quick fix of dopamine. That's what all of these bad habits are related to. They all just provide you with that quick, short burst of dopamine. Dopamine is supposed to be related to delayed gratification. You're supposed to work towards a goal and then achieve something, and you feel that reward of dopamine by working towards something. You're not supposed to get it instantaneously, easily, without actually doing anything. And things like sugar, alcohol, scrolling mindlessly through social media, and porn usage all provide that quick fix. If you start to cut out these other bad habits, or at least minimize them, what you're gonna find is it's, again, a positive feedback loop and a positive spiral. This isn't gonna be just a phase where you say no fap for 30 days, right? It's gonna become an actual ingrained habit that you'll carry on for the rest of your life. Number 6, cultivating delayed gratification and a positive feedback loop. Now, guys reach for porn as a quick fix for dopamine, or they emotionally at least kind of reach for that, because they're not really getting an appropriate amount of it relative to their own dopamine receptor response. This is why cultivating positive habits and cultivating delayed gratification is so important, because it's going to give you that dopamine response that you actually want, and it's going to reset your dopamine receptors to a healthy, normal baseline, the way they're supposed to be. All these positive habits that you can possibly cultivate, things like eating well, sleeping well, hitting the gym, working on a business, anything that is delayed gratification, a long-term, sustained, consistent goal that pushes your life towards a positive direction is going to cause that dopamine response, but it's not going to hit you immediately. So you give your body time, you give your brain, your dopamine receptors time to kind of reset, get back to normal, and then you start to feed them with the correct dopamine response in terms of delayed gratification. And this all conspires to create a positive feedback loop which keeps you going in the right direction. And generating a positive feedback loop like that is going to make it much, much less likely for you to give into your urges later on. Now, if you want to learn more about not fapping, you can check out this video right here where I go over the science of no fap. Is it bullshit or is it legit? Find out.